what's up everyone? Vone here today. Not much to do today, but today I'm pretty much just on my PC trying to look over some of these Dragon Ball games and Dragon Ball Z games that I want to take a look at because I want to know more about them. As you can tell, I have some steady good Dragon Ball Z lineup right here too. I don't have every Dragon Ball Z games ever out there, but these are some of the few good ones that I actually found. So got Super Butoden 3 on the Super Nintendo, Hyper Dimensions on Super Nintendo, Dragon Ball Advance Adventures on GBA, as well as the Legacy of Goku 2. Got Dragon Ball Origins for the Nintendo DS, planning to get Origins 2 someday. And also got that Dragon Ball Z Butoden games on the Sega Mega Drive as well. So yeah, these are pretty good Dragon Ball Z games. I'm planning to get more later in the road, which is why I'm here on the Dragon Ball Wikipedia page. It's fun to come here and look at informations for anything on the Dragon Balls. So I usually turn to Wikipedia to find out more information about some of the games that are out there. And upon my searching here, I came to one very interesting little story that Wikipedia had on this page here. So here we get to some of the Super Butoden game that they talk about on this Wikipedia page here. So this is Dragon Ball Z Super Butoden. Really interesting game that they mentioned. So it's only released in Japan and Europe, so I really probably won't be able to get my hands on this anytime soon, but I am looking forward to getting it just for the stories, if there's an English version of that somewhere. But what's really interests me, however, is once I get down to this one, Dragon Ball Z Super Butoden 2. It's called Dragon Ball Z Super Butoden 2. Somewhere in France or something, it's called Dragon Ball Z Legenda Cien in France and in Spain. It's also translated as Dragon Ball Z La Leyenda de Cien for the Spanish instruction manual. It is the second installment in the Super Butoden series. This game was released in Japan on December 17, 1993, and in France and Spain in June 1994. Super Butoden 2 features 10 playable characters. In the Japanese version, there are 8 normal characters and 2 unlockable with a code. And its story mode covers the Cell game as well as several stories involving Bojack, Zangief, and Broly, completely unrelated to the movies they hail from. For unknown reasons, these 3 characters were renamed Kujita, Aki, and Tara in the French version, respectively. Depending on if the player wins or loses a battle, the story will take a different turn in the story mode. That is interesting, actually, which leads to a lot of possibility to experience. This is the only Dragon Ball Z fighting game in which Goku is not readily available, and that makes sense because by the time of this game taking place, Goku is already dead. So that really does make sense. A code is required in the Japanese version to unlock him and Broly, the other hidden character. This is not necessarily in the European versions, as both characters are already unlocked. So the European version actually has the better version. But what gets me interesting about this title is the last sentence of this description here. This game was re-released in North America on the 3DS Virtual Console. What? I have never heard anything about this game releasing in North America. virtual console for the 3DS. And if that is really true, I would like to find that title right now, actually, because I have my 3DS, actually my new 3DS down here. Now remember, they say that it's re-released in North America on the 3DS Virtual, meaning 2 keywords. Actually 3 keywords if you include North America as 2, but yeah, 3 keywords. Re-release. Notice they say re-release and not release. Re-release means that it was released before. So it has been released before in North America. So if they put it on a 3DS Virtual Console, that means that that's the second time it came out. Now, whichever time it came out before, I don't really know. But I'm pretty sure that there hasn't been any announcement of this game at all. Maybe if it was released before, I haven't heard anything about. And it says in North America, so that means that this is the second time it came. So if it's the second time it came, I really want to know when it was the first time it came here, because if it came here the first time, then it really did an amazing job, because I have not heard anything about it. But if it's on the 3DS Virtual Console, then that is good. I would actually like to find it and try it, due to in parts to the story mode that it talks about there, because if the story mode has a different twist and turn in there, I would like to try that. So let's go to the new 3DS store here and try to find that game. Either it's a clickbait sentence, or maybe it's hidden somewhere in here. Let's try to find out. Because yeah, look at that. This is platformers. Let's try and see if we can find Virtual Console. So here it is. Here is the Virtual Console sections of the eShop. Remember, this is for the new 3DS, and it's also fine on the regular 3DS as well. But remember that it's a Super Nintendo games or Super Famicom game, so you really do need a new 3DS and able to find it. So let's click on that. And we have 7 pages. We have 7 pages of game info here. So let's see, and let's try to see if we can find that game that they mentioned. So here is Pokemon Yellow, Super Mario Bros. 3, Pokemon Red version, Mario World, Blue version, Mario Bros. 1, A Link to the Past, Earthbound, Legend of Zelda, Super Metroid, Super Mario Bros. Deluxe, Super Mario Bros. 2, Donkey Kong Country, The Oracles of Seasons, The Oracles of Ages, Mega Man X, Super Mario Kart, the trading card games for Pokemon, Castlevania Dracula X, Shantae, Super Punch-Out featuring Mr. Dream, Donkey Kong Country 2, Zelda's The Adventures of Link, Mega Man X3, Super Mario Bros. The Lost Level. So we still got like 6 more pages to go. Let's see if we can find it. And here's Kirby's Dream Land 2, Castlevania 4, Metroid, Demon's Crest, Donkey Kong, Breath of Fire 2, Donkey Kong Country 3, Tecmo Bowl, Galaga, Super Punch-Out, Wario Land, Super Mario Land 3, Breath of Fire 1, Castlevania, Sonic the Hedgehog, the original Mario Bros, Pokemon Puzzle Challenge, Pac-Man, Mega Man 7, Wario Land 3, Mega Man 2, Street Fighter 2 Turbo, Contra 3, F-Zero, Kirby's Dream Course, and Castlevania 3 Dracula's Curse. So we're onto this next page. Yeah, we got the yellow version, Donkey Kong Land, Harvest Moon 3 for the Game Boy Color, Ninja Gaiden, Super Street Fighter 2, Street Fighter Alpha 2, Mario Tennis, Harvest Moon, Mega Man 1 for the NES, Super Goose and Ghosts, Super C, Sonic the Hedgehog 2, Wario Land 2, River City Ransom, Game & Watch Gallery, Mega Man Extreme 2, Dig Dug, Castlevania 2, Simon's Quest, Mega Man Extreme, Kirby's Pinball Land, Mega Man 2, Tails Adventure, Donkey Kong Jr., Double Dragon, Blaster Master. Alright, so we're nearing the end of these Virtual Console. Donkey Kong Land 2, Kirby's Block Ball, Sonic Blast, Sonic Triple Trouble, Adventure Island 2, Double Dragon 2, Pokemon Blue version, the Spanish version actually. Ghosts and Goblins, Shining Force, The Sword of Hajaya, Castlevania The Adventure, Harvest Moon 2 for the Game Boy Color, Final Fight 3, Kirby Star Stacker, The Legend of Mystical Ninja, Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine, Mega Man 5, Pilot Wings, Mega Man 6, Kirby, Kid Icarus of Myths and Monsters, NES Open Tournament Golf, Pokemon Yellow, the French version, Game & Watch Gallery 2, Rayman, Final Fight 2, Mega Man 3. Alright, so let's see the next page. Bases Loaded, Mega Man 4, Donkey Kong Land 3, Sonic Drift 2, Yoshi, The Mysterious Murasami Castle. That's interesting. They actually got an import in here. Mega Man 3 for the NES, Life Force, Final Fight, Gargoyle's Quest 2 for the NES, Ice Climber, Pokemon Red version, the Spanish editions, Balloon Fight, Lufia, The Legend Returns for the Game Boy Color. Very interesting. Ninja Gaiden 2, The Dark Sword of Chaos, Super Dodgeball, Wrecking Crew, Mega Man, The Dr. Wily's Revenge for the Game Boy, Pokemon Red version, the French edition, Adventures of Lolo, Ninja Gaiden 3, The Ancient Ship of Doom, Summer Carnival 92 Rekka, another import, Mega Man 5, Mighty Final Fight, Donkey Kong 3. Yeah, just 2 more pages to go. Hopefully Dragon Ball pops up somewhere in here. Mega Man 4, Shinobi for the Game Gear, Wario's Woods, Pokemon Blue the French editions, Momania, Columns, Bionic Commando, Pinball, Street Fighter 2010 The Final Fight, which is interesting considering that they had never released this before. Sonic Labyrinth, Defenders of Aeosis, yeah, that's what it is, Aeosis. The Sword of Hope 2, Milan's Secret Castle, Shadow of the Ninja, Crystal Warriors, Dragon Crystals, Solomon's Key, Legend of the River King, Mystical Ninja starring Goemon for the Game Boy, Legend of the River King 2, Mac Rider, Renegade, Clue Land, Extreme Sports, G-Lock Air Battles, the last page. Hopefully it's somewhere in here. Spelunker, Scat, SCAT, Sky Kid, Crash and Burn, Crash and the Boys, Street Challenge. It would be nice if it was Crash and Burn. Tokitori, Mighty Bomb Jack, Star Soldier, Vampire, the Master of Darkness, Tumbo Pop, and finally City Connection. So that's the last page. So where the hell is Dragon Ball Z Super Butoden 2? This game was re-released in North America on the 3DS Virtual Console. Here is the 3DS Virtual Console. Where is it? So overall, this Wikipedia page here, this Wikipedia information is a downer. It's actually misleading. So yeah, if you're expecting this game to be on the virtual console, you just got lied, because whoever wrote this here just wrote some misleading information here. Hopefully Wikipedia fixes that. And that really disappointed me too, because I really want to try this game. So yeah, that's all for today. So I'll see you later.